There's lots of things happening up in the skies. Mars has gone into Libra and Saturn's gone retrograde. So those two guys aren't easy to get along with, and we may be feeling those tensions. Now, I am not an astrologer. I follow great astrologers. So, and I do believe in the Hermetic laws. And one of those laws is as above, so below. And there's so many meanings to that. But one of them is a reflection of what's going on in the stars, the planets, and how it affects us. Yeah, because we are everything. We are everything, which is brilliant. So that's going on. And no wonder, like in these days of change. At the same time, there's a full moon coming in, full moon in Pisces on the 20th of September. And this is a very, because of Pisces being a dreamy kind of sign, because the ruler Neptune is involved somehow, this is a really good time to hone in your psychic abilities, which we all have. And I certainly feel that. I certainly can feel that. Lots of activity around me, noticing more things. Like the veil is lifting because we're coming up to autumn equinox. And this is a time whenever the veil lifts so we can easily move between the worlds, which for me is exciting. So the equinox falls on the 22nd here in Ireland. And I'm looking forward to going to a sacred site and honour that, celebrate that change with friends and with the kayak. So like in the olden days, it was all about the green man and the goddess coming together, and then the green man going down into the earth to sleep, to plant the seed in the earth, and then the fruits of that coming in spring. So there's that about around this time about setting intention. And then with this full moon, and again with the equinox, it's the whole thing about completion, fullness, and looking at all we've gained throughout the year so far. So everything that's come into our lives. Look at the harvest. Look at what we've, the seeds we planted last in the spring, and the fruits we've benefited from, and the gifts, and just looking at that and being grateful. And this is really what I want to talk about, because I believe that this time of change that we're in, this turning, is a new kind of energy. So we're leaving behind being in the need of healing all the time, going to workshops or going to healers, looking someone to heal us instantly. Do you know what I mean? I mean, that seems to be the old energies. We're in a new time. We're in a new time. We've done our work. We're here. We're here for a reason. We chose to be here. We are healed. And if we are not fully healed, we are wounded healers. And that wound, that crack, as Rumi said, is where the light gets in. It's from those wounds that we heal, that we grow. So healing is a choice. You know, I've had lots of trauma in my life, and I have various diagnoses, and I love them. I love all the labels put on me. They give me great services, you know. I always take advantage of that. And the traumas, you know, some of them some of them, yeah, not good. However, I don't choose to stay in them. You know, I give myself a time. Even now when something bad happens, I'll give myself a limit. I'll stay in it for a while. Like, whenever I think, even going back to the Christian Bible, like Jesus was crucified. In 3 days he rose again. You know, even Jesus, a great master, he took his time to recover from an awful misjustice, an awful trauma. But he did come back. And this is where the growth is in. So we don't dismiss or minimize our hurt or the wound or the trauma. We acknowledge that, but we don't stay in it. We use it in a way to propel ourselves forward into life. So that's what I really wanted to say is go to people. But, you know, whenever you go to someone for healing, don't go as a victim, as someone like you're like, it's almost like you're some people I know, right, go for healing and they're like some kind of, they actually feel it before they go, like they go into it, you know, go back into trauma, go back into sadness, and then it's like they're going to this fantastic healer is going to heal them, and really that's not what it's about. Like, everything comes from within. It's you that must do the work. What healers do, that they can heal on a spiritual level. They can clear your koshas, your chakras, clear blocks. You know, it's very rare that you meet someone actually like Jesus that will lay hands on you and heal you. And if you know someone like that, please tell me, because I'd like to meet them. You know, like people like John of God, they are here on earth very, very rare. So the average healer, like I would have people come to me. I would not say I am a healer. I would say that I accept and acknowledge, and I'm so grateful for energies that move through me to facilitate healing in another person, which has nothing to do with me. The only difference between me and the person coming to me is that I know, I'm sure, I have no doubt, I have a great belief in Source and my place in this world. I know what I'm here for. I know who I am. That's why people don't mess with me. So this is not the time to keep going for healing. I keep getting that wrong. I don't mean go for healing. Go to these people. Have a different perception of what's going on. You know, it's like people healing the land, or someone will say to me, I'm going to heal all the wells in Ireland, or I'm going to heal all the rivers. Well, good for you doing that on your reality. My reality is that the wells and the rivers heal you. So you don't go to heal rivers or wells or mountains or land. You can, however, go to clear land and wells and rivers. Like do a clearing of people's misplaced energies or any traumas that have been there. But all these elements, you know, they're what gives us nurture and nutrients. So yeah, so it's kind of like that, you know. Any healing that we need to do, is our own work. So you might go to someone, like I would go to my teacher and I would sit across from him, and his great presence and healing does occur for me with any emotional and spiritual traumas that I have, because I'm open for it. I'm open to do the work, and I honor what he does. He does work in all different levels, and people do, you know, people do the work on different levels, but the healing is ultimately your responsibility. So I feel we've moved from that time, that old energy of going to get healed per se, and now we're in a time of being grateful, of being thankful, of knowing who we are, our place in this earth, and our relationship with our mother, the earth. So yeah, I feel that very strongly. And the energy is the Holy Spirit, who is Sophia, Mary, Magdalene, Mary. Like the Holy Spirit is a feminine energy, very strong energy that we can all call upon to help us with our healing. Being grateful for that. Been grateful for that, for our guides, our ancestors, for all they've done that we may be here, the sacrifices they made for us to be here, for the bounty of nature, for the trees, the mountains, the rivers, the seas, everything. That's our new kind of healing, being grateful, because we create our own reality. So we create from where we are. So imagine if you're in that place of always needing healed. You're going to create from there. So you attract what you are. So you're going to get more of the same. You're always going to want and healing. You're never going to be healed. Be in a place of gratitude. This is what this new earth calls for us to be: grateful, thankful, blissful, blessed. Come from that place and you will get more abundance and more blessings and a more blissful life. So, do you get what I'm saying? Is it offensive? I hope not. I don't mean it to be. I just want to say that, you know, I can see how brilliant you are. Everything's so much brighter now these days. Like, there's so much white light around. I almost have to wear sunglasses when I go out every day. There's so much bright light, even at night, you know. Honor that light, which is you, you know. It's so good. So, that's it. That's all I want to say. Happy full moon, Pisces. Happy equinox and blessings.